Hello, Chicago. Muy buenas tardes. Están escuchando a IMO en mi opinión con la J y la M. Jonathan, ¿cómo estás?
You got to change the SAP button, right? You turn that shit off.
Déjame tratar algo, espérate. Better?
Yeah.
Good.
Much better.
So yeah, this is IMO in my opinion, with J&M. John, how you doing?
Play basketball, you said. It'd be fun, you said. I got a torn patella tendon and I'm screwed.
A little bit exaggerated, but okay.
No, it's not.
No?
I don't think so.
I feel like you're exaggerating. You haven't played basketball in like 20 years. Then you go and you play, because you play on my team, and we win 7 in a row.
Oh, and it happens like 20 seconds into the first game.
No, it didn't. You ran a lot after that.
No, but that's when it happened.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. You're a trooper. And you probably played the best basketball I've ever seen you play. You were leading the league in rebounds.
Which is not, I mean, yeah.
Like literally leading the league in rebounds.
Oh, God.
So, what happened? I don't remember what happened.
I don't know. You ever eat a piece of steak with a bone on it, and then you're like gnawing on the gristle, the hard fucking thing?
That's what it felt like?
And yeah, like, I don't know. It's weird. I don't know.
And you tore your what, you said?
Patella, ACL, meniscus, whatever.
I will tell you again, if you would have tore anything, you probably would have been on the ground crying.
I got a high pain tolerance.
Not that much pain.
Yeah. I can
Anyways.
I can take a lot. Yeah.
Anyways, you played pretty well. I was actually pretty shocked. Got a couple rebounds.
A lot.
You made a couple layups.
A block.
Who'd you block? Justin?
No. That other kid.
I was about to say I hate that kid, but I do not hate that kid.
No.
I just
he was the one that rented the gym. You better not.
He's an annoying basketball player.
I hope he watches it. He's gonna bust your ass next time he sees you.
With the same move he does every 3 dribbles.
He shot like 3 threes in your face.
And I scored like how many points on everyone on that team? No one could stop me on that team, dude. Let's be realistic. No one could stop me on that team.
Yeah, they could.
Who stopped me on that team?
I don't know names.
Exactly. Nobody there even remotely couldn't stop me on a basketball court. It wasn't even fair.
Well, the whole point is I'm never playing again.
Right there, they are all these young players, and I am Héctor el Father. El Father, el papá de los pollitos. That's who I am.
No, that
game.
That guy was better than you.
Who?
The guy on our team.
Isai?
Yeah.
Except Isai missed more layups than ever, but he missed a lot of wide open layups. I was in shock. But I could always play with Isai. Isai's a great basketball player.
Sure. I mean, yeah, he is. I don't play with him that much. Yeah.
Okay. So, since we were supposed to have a guest today, but he bailed on me. But that's okay.
No.
I'm just kidding. He didn't bail on me.
He had visit.
He had visit, so he had to stay home. So I had wrote down some things that we were probably going to talk about.
First time ever.
So this Mortal Kombat movie thing, because I went to the barber today. Why did you go to the barber? You don't have fucking hair.
Hey, that is true. You are bald under that hat.
And you're basically bald underneath that hat.
That's not true. Why? You're such a fucking liar. I got plenty of hair still.
Sure you do. So they were watching the Mortal Kombat movie on all the TV screens over there, right? And I was telling them how I fell asleep on it, right? The first time when we watched it. And I actually saw the part that I fell asleep on. And I'm honestly glad I fell asleep. Because that movie, there's some movies that just should not be made. And video game movies are one of those, in my opinion.
No, that's not true.
What video game movie is good?
I mean,
and I'm not saying, I mean good, like good. Not like, eh.
Did you like Silent Hill? That was meh.
That one was okay. Oh, I can tolerate that one.
Pretty good actors in it.
Yeah, I can tolerate that one. Something about a short-haired white girl getting cooked as a steak, kind of, resonated with
steak
me.
Or as a steak? Did you say as a steak?
Sure. What is it?
It's at the steak.
At
the steak.
At the steak. Why is it at the steak? Isn't it as a steak?
No.
Why is it at the?
Because it's not a steak. It's steak. It's a different. It's not what you mean. I'll show you after the show. But it's not as a steak. It's not being cooked medium rare for people to eat. It's not a meat steak.
I thought
it's a steak.
How do you cook a steak that you would kill a vampire with?
Yes, that's
how do you cook that?
I believe that. Yeah, you don't cook it. She's at the steak and she's getting cooked. She's getting burned alive.
We'll have to look that up. I'm confused now more than ever in my life. But whatever. That one wasn't too bad. That wasn't horrible.
You live in a state of confusion.
That one wasn't horrible. Give me another one.
Mila Djokovic as Alice in Resident Evil.
Alice, who's not even a character in the actual movie, in the actual video games at all.
In the book, she was.
But
I think.
I don't even want to say those were that great. Like rewatching those now, I kind of feel like
trash.
Yeah, like all of them, even like the first one, as sexy as freaking this girl is.
Yeah,
in every movie she's in. What's her name? Hispanic girl. Oh, what's her name?
Michelle Rodriguez.
Oh yeah, Michelle Rodriguez. She's hot. She's always been really hot.
Lesbian now, right?
That's okay. That's okay. Nothing wrong with that.
No, I'm all for L action.
A little scissor action, right?
I didn't say
her.
scissor.
Her and Alice would have been nice. But Alice would have been one thick Hispanic and one bony ass white girl.
She wasn't bony, not the first
body. She didn't have no body on her. Are you kidding me?
Mila Djokovic?
She doesn't have that much body on her. Did you not remember in the second part when she's like twitching all crazy in the hospital, half-ass naked?
The second one or the first one? The first
At the end of the first one.
She was pretty.
Oh, she was naked in the bathroom. In her robe in the bathroom.
Yeah.
That's what I meant. Oh, she was tangled in the shower.
She looked like a decent weight.
Like a tennis player. Like a tennis white girl. No ass. Whatever. Those movies were meh. They weren't great. I can't really pin one down that I'm like, this was a good video game rendition. Like, there's not enough. The thing about video game movies to me is that there's not enough material. I've always wanted them to
make like a real Halo one, but that's.
I felt like they wanted to, and then they never went through it.
They went the cartoon route.
They had a cartoon. Yeah, they had a bunch of cartoon movies, and then I think the best thing that came out was that Red versus Blue thing. That was funny. It's
not even a real.
I know, but those were funny.
Yeah,
that's when like that whole teabagging thing started.
Yeah.
People still do that to this day. Thank you, Halo, especially to all these PlayStation fans who do that in Call of Duty for some fucking reason.
Fuck Halo.
Bunch of biters. But yeah, I don't think there's too many. I mean, Doom was a piece of crap.
Starring
The Rock. Yes, that was Rock. Was one of The Rock's bad movies. What do you mean?
I'm not one of The Rock's. He's got plenty of. All of The Rock's movies are bad movies. Yeah.
God, here we go again with this. Arnold Schwarzenegger is the greatest freaking actor ever, and has never won an award for anything except bodybuilding.
He's won my admiration, which is more than any award that anybody can give to anybody.
Wow, your admiration?
Yeah,
just yours.
I don't give it out like
no,
just like that. No.
You want to pull his dick out of your mouth? Maybe.
I have never had it in there.
Oh, you sure?
Oh,
okay. I don't know. So this Mortal Kombat movie comes out. I remember the older ones, right? In the early or in the mid 90s, whatever. It was mid 90s, right? I want to say mid 90s, 96ish around there. Okay, so I want to say around mid 90s, whatever. Those were pieces of crap too, but like the first one wasn't horrible. Right?
I remember watching the trailer for the first one, and I was like, oh shit, this is going to be the greatest movie of all time. And it wasn't.
I think the best part was the Goro puppet thing. And then he gets kicked, and then he gets the ball shot from Johnny Cage.
Yeah.
Or when he breaks his glass, those are $500 glasses, asshole. Like, are you really?
So which one was better? Like, keep in mind that this one was made in 2019, 2020.
Honestly, I want to say the story in the original one was better.
Yeah.
As sad as that
the
sounds.
main character in the second one isn't even a real character. What was he?
A created character from WrestleMania 2000.
Yeah.
I guess
He was a guy who had coils. What did I say?
I didn't even know what his. He looked like a fucking armadillo.
Omega Red.
He looked like a fucking armadillo with billy clubs as weapons for some fucking reason.
That was odd. It was an odd choice.
Aren't these movies supposed to be kind of based on Liu Kang, at least for the most part, until he dies? Because he dies in one of the games eventually, or whatever. And then the kind of the story switches to Johnny Cage and Sonya, because I think they get together and then they have a kid or some bullshit. Like, who is this kid? I don't even remember his name. Do you remember his name?
I didn't catch his name.
Cole. His name was Cole. That was his name.
Okay.
Who the fuck is Cole?
I don't know.
Whatever. Obviously the CGI was better in this one. Obviously, for obvious reasons. After 20 years, 15 years or whatever, it should have improved a little bit. Just this new one. There was just the best parts were the very beginning and the very end. Right, so the beginning with the Scorpion and Sub-Zero thing, that was kind of cool. It looked pretty cool. I mean, some things you could really tell these people were on wires, like the way he hits them with the dart, with the dagger or whatever, and then he somehow he hits the thing with his leg, and the guy's head just slams into the ground. Like that is If he's a human being, there's no physical that denies the laws of physics.
I don't know. It kind of reminded me.
But then a guy shooting ice from his hands also denies the laws of physics as well. So I mean, I guess.
Well, I don't know. But it kind of reminded me of Deadpool in that they took the idea that you got to go through extreme pain to let out your powers, right? Yeah,
because some reason, and then they all found their powers at the exact same time. How convenient!
Yeah.
How convenient that was. These movies all have this convenient factor. I think most superhero movies do. He conveniently was there at the exact time that this person was going to be strolling down the street or whatever.
Oh, and how'd you like Kano?
He was funny.
Cool laser from my eye. Shut the fuck up. It was horrible.
He was kind of funny. He was the best character in the movie.
No, he was not.
Who then? Jax?
There was no, I guess, yeah.
Cabal? Because we never saw who he actually was. It was just a mask.
Cabal was, yeah. I actually liked him.
He looked cool. His mask looked pretty cool. I mean.
But the rest of them could.
The Liu Kang guy, I was watching it in the barbershop, and half the time I'm like, he's looking at some of these characters a little too sexy. Like, I'm like, are you not into girls? Are you into guys? Because you're kind of looking at them. He's healing the cut wound of the main character, right? So they're having this conversation, and the camera's constantly switching between points of views. And when he's listening to Cole talk, he just has this dreamy look to him. He has the long hair and all that. I'm like, are you a chick? He's a chick. He's a chick.
It's like a prepubescent boy.
I mean, whatever. That stupid fatality that Kung Lao did was pretty badass. I missed it the first time because I was sleeping. When he threw his hat into the ground and it started spinning, he chopped that winged whatever bat looking thing.
Who was that?
I don't know what the fuck that was either. That was pretty cool. I kind of thought I thought him saying flawless victory was kind of corny, but whatever.
Yeah, there was a lot of
and then he gives a stupid smile to the camera, like, you're not Superman, bro. You can't smile at the camera, bro. Only Superman smiles at the camera.
All that was missing was somebody go whoopsie. I mean, that's all you were missing.
Oh, man.
The corny shit.
That would have been cool if it would have popped up out of the corner with the creator of the thing. He just pops his head.
It would have ruined the movie. I mean.
Oh, my God. It couldn't get any worse. I didn't like the guy who they picked for not Shao Kahn. Damn it, who's the wizard guy on the bad side? I can't think of his name right now.
Fuck.
The guy who steals the soul.
Shang
Tsung. That guy. The guy from the original movie looked perfect. He looked perfect. He was the perfect Shang Tsung.
It's my favorite Chinese food, Shang Tsung. I don't know.
Okay, you lost me.
I reached.
Whatever. That movie was not
Failed.
that great. The other one, you know what it is? I wonder if it's the low budgets right now. Because you know how Hollywood was kind of closed for like a year?
You can come up with a better story than that. I mean, come on.
Writers got to get paid too. I mean, if you're only getting paid so much.
I wouldn't have paid him nothing. That was garbage. I could write something better than that.
You say you could do a lot of things better than a lot of professionals. Yet you cut grass.
My mind is preoccupied with saving the world. I can't write movies right now.
You're saving the world?
Yeah.
How are you saving the world?
I don't know. It's confidential.
By
don't worry about it.
Exposing the world to Arnold Schwarzenegger and his amazing accomplishments.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. I don't agree with you, but okay. What else came out on HBO Max recently? The King Kong versus Godzilla thing?
Don't ask me because I don't know.
You didn't watch it?
No.
Why? It wasn't bad. It wasn't great.
It's not.
I feel like we're hitting an era of mediocre movies right now. Like legit mediocre movies.
Been for a while.
And mediocre TV shows that everybody gets hyped about, like the Marvel ones?
The last thing I was hyped to see was Tiger King. Everything's gone downhill from
I don't even know.
Like, Tiger King?
No, is that shirt you brought that one time?
Huh?
Didn't you wear a shirt about Tiger King or something like that?
Maybe. Sounds like something I would do.
I don't know. That just sounds like a show I wouldn't pay attention to, but
it was great.
Nonetheless, I digress. So let's flip the script. Let's talk about something a little more serious, shall we? It's gonna be a good show.
Like halfway through. Why are you saying that?
We're at 17 minutes. We got a long way to go. So did you watch the Floyd Mayweather press conference thingy with Jake Paul and what's the other one's name? Logan Paul.
Yeah,
that was hilarious, wasn't it?
I think he got really mad.
I think so Floyd, too.
Because how do you walk? You're worth millions of dollars. How do you walk around like that? You fucking shave your head or something?
Dude, oh my God. Was it just me or did freaking Floyd look like I felt like giving him change?
Yeah.
Like I felt like he had a McDonald's cup. Like he should have just walked around the expressway with a McDonald's cup with a sign that says Jesus is coming. Dude, I mean, if you're bald, and then the funny thing is, he's bald, right? Like he shaves his head, right?
But now I know bald.
No, he is going bald. Did you not see? I think that's what pissed him off most.
I don't think it's that bad.
It exposed his bald spot.
Well, you tend to think that everybody's going bald.
No, he has
like
bald.
Me.
You are, but you have.
I'm not going bald.
Sure, whatever. Do you have less hair than you did before? By a good amount?
Not by a good amount.
You sure about that?
Positive.
You used to have that. You used to have that real thick ass mushroom haircut.
I never had thick hair. Never. Okay. My hair's always been
whatever.
Thin.
He looked like he was losing hair. At least he looked kind of like LeBron's problem.
It was the first time that I've ever looked at him, and he looked old.
I never seen him like that. I never seen him with a beard and hair. Ever.
Yeah,
I've always seen him bald and smooth face.
I think that's
maybe with a goatee I've seen him, but like never with hair.
You know, David works with me, right? So one time we were David, my cousin.
Oh, Santano?
Yeah.
Continue.
So we were at a Christmas party at work, and he comes. I didn't know who he was, but he just rips my hat off my head. And you know how I am with that. I don't like people seeing me with my fucking hair all messed up and shit. And I fucking turned around and was about to swing at him. I didn't know who it was. And then I saw him. I was like, yo, you fucker. Why'd you do that?
He looked like he really got mad.
I'm sure he was.
I don't even understand because it wasn't even... Who's the one he's fighting? He's fighting Logan Paul, right? Because Jake is the one that knocked out Ben Askren. Is that his name?
That looked fake.
Dude, that's such a joke. That is such a joke. They're giving him.
I'm gonna show
they're
you
giving
a fight.
him a sack of potatoes to fucking punch.
No. But I'm gonna show you a fight where Ben Askren took an ass whooping, punches to the face, like really bad punches to the face with 4-ounce gloves, MMA gloves, and ended up beating the guy. But you can't tell me that guy didn't punch harder than this guy.
But Ben looked horribly out of shape. Like it's like I know that. But if you take a fight. I mean, I know you're probably taking him lightly because he's not a serious fighter, but geez, at least stop going through the drive-through for at least a week.
I think he knew he was gonna lose, but he didn't care. He was just there for a paycheck. He wasn't actually trying to win.
Would you ruin your career? Not your career, I guess.
He's done. I mean,
yeah, I guess he got embarrassed by Masvidal when he took that running knee.
Yeah,
that was like one of Johnny Cage's moves. Remember, one of those uppercut knee looking things,
like a Sagat uppercut knee.
Those were
tiger knee.
That was nasty, but that was a big ass joke. That whole thing of theirs is
he
really,
just got his ass whooped too.
But I'm talking about that whole pay-per-view thing was a joke. Like, it's so stupid. Like, remember we watched the Tyson and Roy Jones Jr. one, and then half of it was like a concert. Fucking Mario Lopez is fucking doing stuff. Snoop Dogg's over there smoking bud.
People are mad because this one's gonna be a fucking shit show too, because they showed the undercard, and you don't know any of those people aside from Chad Johnson, the wide receiver. But that's gonna be like an exhibition.
Who's he fighting? Ocho Cinco?
They didn't even say. Yeah, he's fighting. I don't know.
Chad Ocho Cinco? Who is he gonna fight? Might as well fight the Amazing Spider-Man.
Maybe he's fighting himself. It's gonna be Chad Johnson versus
Chad
Ocho Cinco. I don't know. But everybody else on the undercard, I have no idea who the fuck they are. So it's gonna be bad.
Yeah, I mean, it's such a waste of money. It's just like there's no I mean, it's funny, it's fun, like maybe the first time, but like it's not a serious thing.
No, and if Jake Paul once again, because he's the more popular, I guess, fighter, because he's knocking people out. If he does this shit again, he better fight against somebody real. Like, not
like put him up against fucking Conor McGregor.
Against a striker.
Yeah, I gotta give him Conor McGregor to see what he could do. Let's see if he could actually do something. Fucking.
How about a real boxer, like a journeyman boxer, to see if he can actually compete?
Get his ass kicked.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Give him Manny Pacquiao. No, Manny Pacquiao's pretty small though. I mean, I'll tell you what, Mayweather does look really small compared to Logan Paul.
Yeah,
like really small. Like, how is this fight?
Mayweather is like 2 inches taller than me, and that guy's like 6 your height.
How is this fight even sanctioned?
If it's an exhibition,
doesn't matter.
I guess it doesn't matter.
I don't know.
The guy outweighs him by like 50 pounds too.
This is gonna turn out to be really fucking stupid. I think. Who you think got it? I'll tell you what. It'd be hilarious if this dude knocks him out.
Oh, that would be great. That would be funny.
Of all the great fighters that Floyd has fought,
you could at least said you lost to, I don't know,
I mean,
Oscar de la Hoya.
I felt like he lost it to de la Hoya, but that's just me.
You could say you lost it to that Argentinian guy who's pretty good. You could say you lost it to Shane Mosley, but to lose to
this is when
Logan Paul.
This is when
a YouTuber
Floyd gets one of these.
Oh, he'd get worse than that. He'd get fucking.
Oh my god, that would
roasted by everybody.
Dude, that would be golden if he actually got knocked out by Logan Paul. But I mean, I don't give him much of a chance. Excuse me while I refill my vape here. Running a little dry.
With what? Drugs?
Sure.
Meth?
I mean, how much money do you need as Floyd Money Mayweather?
I mean, he's a smart guy. He doesn't have to fight fighters anymore. He can fight fucking
fake popular people on Twitter.
Yeah, and make more money doing it. So why not? And he knows he's not going to get hurt.
But what if he does? That's the crazy part.
He's not going to get hurt. Boxing is
one of those weird
bozo.
Boxing is one of those weird sports, bro. Like, you could literally turn it all around with one.
Professionals haven't been able to catch him with a clean shot. You think this bozo's going to do it?
But when he fights professionals, he actually prepares to fight professionals. What if he makes the same mistake Ben did and try to take this dude lightly, and he just gets one square?
He doesn't seem like that type. Well,
really? You think Floyd Mayweather doesn't seem like that type? That would be. Wouldn't it be hilarious if it was fucking rigged, right? And it was like, okay, we're gonna let Floyd win, right? And Logan says, "Fuck it, I'm just gonna knock his ass." Just bah! Go to sleep, ho. That would be the fucking highlight of the year.
Yeah, he's got to put him in a corner and then just fucking go to town and try not to get tired.
He's gonna get tired. He's won 2 fights, right? No, he's lost 2 fights. He's
only
had 2 fights. He's only had 2 fights.
He's fighting bums and he's losing. So what makes you think he's gonna land a clean shot on Mayweather?
That's a good point. I don't know. This is a fucking show. I hope they both get their asses kicked at the same time by Floyd Mayweather.
How does?
I think he literally said that. He's like, I'll whoop both of your asses at the same time.
I'm sure he would.
Whatever. It's gonna be a waste of money. It's on June 6th. If anybody feels like watching it and streaming it, let me know so I can click on.
I think I just spit all over.
So I can click on the goddamn link. Okay. Another sports figure that got in some hot water this past month. Oh, well, he didn't get in hot water, and that's the problem. Is Mr. NBA himself, LeBron James. How do you feel about that situation, John? Do you know what situation I'm talking about?
Yeah, of course.
All right, let's talk 2 seconds about this. We haven't been on the air for a couple weeks, so we're a little bit late.
Going around the world. Yeah.
Yeah, that now all of a sudden disappeared and no one talks about it.
Well, all you got to do is realize that he erased it to know that he's wrong. He knows he fucked up. Or at least somebody in his camp told him he fucked up by doing that. Because you don't just erase something like that.
You know what? Honestly, LeBron James. Oh. Seriously. Him. Okay? He could suck a. That's all I got to say about that.
When'd you put that button in?
I don't know. I just felt like doing that once.
I like it.
No, but seriously, fuck him. Dude, because this is so fucked up, man. And this is the problem with people, right? He gets away with everything right now. Remember we were going to Great America? Remember? And we were on our way there.
Yeah.
And everything that was said was like, oh, white privilege.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Because remember when I was like, oh, we got a cop behind us. And then she was like, oh, no, we don't got to worry about it. We got white privilege. Oops. When we're in a tinted car that you can't really tell who's in it, but yet we have white privilege somehow. I'm sorry. Every particular race has privilege in their own particular way. I'm not going to say white privilege is not a thing, because there's white privilege if you want to call it that. I don't think it's as extreme as people think it is. I think it exists, though.
Probably not.
But LeBron James has privilege. You know what that privilege is? He has I'm rich privilege, and he has I'm black privilege.
I think the rich, the financial aspect of it is the most important. If you're rich, you can get away with anything. Ask OJ. I mean,
that's not necessarily true because, again, and this is why I'm going to use this.
Oh, yes,
hold on. I'm going to give you an example. Is what would you consider? Okay, I got it beautifully. Check it out. So, Steve Kerr is a very wealthy person.
First of all, that was weird.
What?
You look like the Undertaker rolling your eyes.
I'm gonna put the bell thing, the gong thing that he has. So Steve Kerr is a wealthy individual, correct?
Last time I checked.
Okay,
sure.
Would you think he has rich person
where he can just say anything, blurt
anything,
and get away with it? I think so.
Or let's say, I'll give you a better. Chris Evans, rich person. Mm-hmm. So if the situation of this particular case would have been in reverse, meaning if a white cop, I'm sorry, if a black cop would have shot a white girl to save another white girl from being stabbed, and Chris Evans came out and posted a picture of that black officer and wrote in the hashtag, "You're next." Hashtag, what's the word that they like to use right now? Accountability. What would have happened? Yeah. I'll wait.
I don't know. I mean,
he
probably wouldn't be acting anymore.
He would have got fired from every fucking thing he's ever. He would have got deleted from Marvel Cinematic Universe. Like,
and you would have took his spot.
The movie,
you would love that.
The movie would be like his movies would literally be just Bucky, and a censor square every time he was on screen. That would not be America's ass no more. That would not. That would be the ass America would kick.
Yeah.
Okay? So this is my point by that. So if Chris Evans, a very popular white man, would have done that, and it would, and the situation would have been reversed, he would have gotten in so much trouble.
Of course.
He would have been fined, fired. He would have been public enemy number one. Okay? For the exact same thing. But somehow, LeBron goes unscathed. Why is that? I find that to be very unfair. That's not equality.
Life is unfair.
I agree.
There's certain people that get to get away with anything they do. I mean, what the fuck?
But that's so fucked up, because if it would have been anyone else, that person would have been fired from the NBA. If it would have been a person of lack
journeyman,
if it would have been a person of lack of color, that would have been their job.
No, but I also think if it was like somebody who just got called up from the G League, whether he was white or black or whatever, Hispanic,
no, that could have been
gone.
That could have been Dante West, and he would have been glorified.
It's Dante, Delonte,
whatever his fucking name is, crackhead.
The one who slept with LeBron's mother.
Yes.
And
then lost all his money and got into fights with other bums on the street.
And now he's
getting
rehabbed on
thanks
Mark
to Mark
Cuban's dime.
Jet.
Yeah, that's nice.
But my point is, he has a privilege. A lot of people right now have a privilege because they can say whatever they want. If you're on the left side of Congress, you have a privilege versus the right side of Congress. Because, and it's another thing I want to talk about. We talk about freedom of speech. There's a lack of freedom of speech right now. I don't know if you've noticed that.
I've been saying that. Yeah.
So, what is freedom of speech? You can say whatever the fuck you want to say without fear of repercussion or retaliation or anything of that nature, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Why is big tech like YouTube, and I've gotten emails from this, right? Because obviously I have a creator account. They warn people about what not to say, or their channel will get a strike or demonetized, or you would get deleted automatically, right?
Yeah.
One of the big things was about COVID. If you weren't supposed to say anything about COVID, you weren't supposed to say anything about the election, like if there was voter fraud or whatever, you weren't supposed to say anything about that. You weren't supposed to encourage any of that.
Yeah.
Right? But why? When it's your right to say whatever you want to say. Correct?
You would think so.
But the problem is that you're saying something that's against what the majority of the population want to say. That's the problem. So if the left wants to say that the sky is black or the sky is orange or yellow or green, so let's use all the colors to be politically correct, you can't say the opposite of that, or you're the bad guy. That's fucked up. That's why I said with LeBron can do whatever he wants. LeBron can say and do whatever he wants, regardless, he's not going to get punished.
No.
And that's fucked up, because if a white person did the exact same thing, that's not equality to me. It's not like equality to me.
I don't know. I'm sure he felt stupid. I'm sure somebody from his camp said, "Hey, bro,
everyone
erase that shit."
Even all the analysts were dogging him. The only one that wasn't dogging him was Max Kellerman. Because he was like, Max Kellerman.
He's probably scared to.
Because he's what?
He doesn't want to criticize him.
I don't think Ernie Johnson said too much about it. Charles Barkley gave him a hard time. Max Kellerman was like, dude, and I like Max Kellerman. I find him kind of bright,
Yeah, he's pretty.
And he was like, dude, a 3-year-old, a third grader with has a decent IQ would understand what LeBron meant. And I get that, right? I understood what LeBron meant by saying hashtag you're next, hashtag accountability. I got it, right? He meant that he was going to be the next cop to go to court and get put in jail. I understand that. That's not the point. That's not what we're saying here. What we're saying is the fact that he grabbed this officer's photograph, he basically painted a target on his back. Okay? That officer can't show his face anywhere right now. And all he did was save someone's life. That's all he did. That's all he did was save someone's life. I didn't know that saving someone's life costs you your career, costs your your right to normal life.
Strap LeBron to a lie detector test and ask him if that was your son about to get stabbed. Would you want the guy to use a taser or actually shoot the guy trying to stab your son? And we'll see what.
And you know what was worse? So then I don't know if you saw the TikTok video of the cop that was making fun of him. I think I sent it to you.
That he got suspended?
He got fucking suspended. Oh, my God. So LeBron can say whatever he wants to say, right? Literally kind of, call people to action if you really want to go that route, because they went that route with Donald Trump. So let's be fair. So he called to action for people to do something because he said, you're next, right? So he called to action. But that's a different topic for a different day. So the officer goes and makes a TikTok video basically pretending that there's a stabbing going on outside of his car. And he calls LeBron for LeBron's advice because LeBron's such a great basketball player. He would be right about police work or whatever. It's a really funny video. It made sense. And at the end, he said, he told LeBron, Jordan's the GOAT, which is great. People got mad at that.
Yeah.
Like, bro, first of all, where's your freedom of speech? Right? That's one. It was funny. And did the officer really do something wrong there to deserve to be suspended? No, I think the official thing was that he did it on company time.
Well, you're a cop 24 hours. When would you have fucking your own time to do it?
Then this really, really cute police officer did something very similar. She kind of did the same thing. Yeah. And I think she was like, LeBron, man, I'm waiting for LeBron to come on this ride along, like, and I think she ended the whole thing with like, she goes, LeBron, your jump shot it's a little off when you shoot free throw. Maybe you should do it like this. And she goes, you see, I'm probably like the wrong person to tell you how to shoot free throws. So don't tell me how to do my job. I won't tell you how to do yours. Which made a lot of sense. Yeah, made a lot of sense. Yeah, and that makes a lot of sense for a lot of people. If you've never been a police officer, shut the fuck up. Because you have no idea what it's like to be a police officer. Yeah. Period. Like, you do not know what it takes or what kind of pressure or stress those people go through. Like the recent one with the Mexican cop. With the black lady that was yelling at him. That was bad too.
Traffic stop or something like that.
Yeah, for her being on her cell phone, and then she started calling him a murderer.
You're never gonna be
white.
Yeah.
Like, bro, come on, man. Like, he didn't even do anything to you. Nothing.
I don't know.
Is that racist, John?
No.
You don't think that's racist?
I guess we're getting to a point where we need to split the country in half, and whoever wants to go to a
Didn't we have that before? Then we had a war about that. It was called the Civil War. It's called the North and the South.
No. I'm not saying anything like that. I'm saying whoever doesn't want to live in a place with police officers, they can go to the Pacific Northwest, Washington, Oregon, California.
Go to Arizona desert. Nobody wants that. It shouldn't exist anyways. So then the Olympics. I don't know if you heard about the Olympics.
Yes, I've heard about the Olympics.
So you know what the Olympics are?
I've been hearing about the Olympics since 1992.
Okay. All right. I get it. That was...
What do you mean
so
by that?
The Olympics this year are going to be in China or Japan?
Japan.
Okay, which is like in 4 months, 3 months or something like that.
Should be soon.
So the Olympic Committee came out and said that there will be zero advertisements of BLM or any social group or anything of that nature. Yeah. I think it hasn't kicked in, but I feel like people are gonna kind of really pissed off about that. Like zero, like none. What say you? Do you agree? Disagree? What do you think?
I guess now because I'm just tired of all that stuff. No more protesting or organizing. It's just let's watch sports for a little bit. Let's just fucking rid ourselves of all that stuff.
Isn't that the point of sports?
What?
Wasn't that the point? Like to get away for a little while?
Yeah.
Isn't that what we go to a movie? Even in the movies,
the
movies, you can't even get away from this shit.
So what's gonna happen? Like let's say somebody wins the gold medal and they just
does the whole Jordan thing with Reebok thing. You remember that?
Oh yeah.
He had to wear the American flag over the logo.
But they start, but I mean, what if that happens and she's in the ceremony thing?
A whole lot of fines, bro. Whole lot of fines. I mean, what's a fine to LeBron James?
The Japanese army
you know what?
shoot people?
No. I think what they need to do is don't give them the gold medal. Don't give it to them. I'm cool with that. Okay, so here's the thing. I was reading some comments about people that were posting about it. They were saying this is a lack of freedom of speech. Okay, I agree with you. But here's the problem. The Olympic Games are not run by the United States. Okay? The United States is the country that has freedom of speech. The whole world.
The host country gets to do what they want.
It's a whole different story. There's a lot of countries in the world that don't allow freedom of speech. I mean, you talk bad about the royal family, you fucked up. You talk bad about anything in Al Qaeda in those places. Mexico, you say something crazy over there, you get chopped up.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of countries in the world that don't have freedom of speech. So if the vote went down that we're not going to allow this, that's what it is. And I hate to break it to people because a lot of people like to say this the other way around. But if you don't like those rules, then don't play.
Oh, you know somebody's going to do it, though.
I know somebody's going to do it, but that's what I'm saying. There has to be a really big repercussion for that. There has to be. There has to be. Like, you just don't get your medal. You get disqualified automatically, even if you win. Take your victory, your moral victory if you want it, but you're not going to get a medal. That's the only way to really stop people from doing it. And I agree because, dude, like, the world doesn't care about our problems, our measly little ass problems that the world has been dealing with for centuries already.
Yeah.
You know?
I don't know. Like, I guess they can strip you of any type of medal you get if you start that.
Of course
stuff.
They can.
And I mean, it makes sense. Like if you had that cop and you suspended him for something that was freedom of speech, well then it goes both ways, I guess. Then
yeah, it should go both ways. That's the problem, but it doesn't go both ways right now. That's the problem. That is the biggest problem. Another thing in the news right now is also a lot of the left want Washington, D.C. to be a state. Did you hear about that?
Yeah.
What do you think? Kind of stupid, no?
I don't know.
Do you know why they want it to be a state?
I heard something that it would shift the balance of power towards
the left, right? Because the majority, the you know how the smaller states for some reason have a lot more electoral votes, right? Like the smaller states usually have the smaller state. That's why like the swing states are like Pennsylvania, and little states like that are like a
lot of people in Pennsylvania
compared to Texas,
South Dakota,
or Illinois.
I get what you're saying.
Okay, so
they don't have more electoral votes.
Yes, they do.
No, they don't. How? It goes by population.
It's not by population.
Yes, it is.
Look up how many votes Texas has as compared. Texas is one of the biggest states, if not the biggest state in the United States. How many?
50, 48, 50. I bet you I'm not that far off. I bet you $100 I'm not that far
Listen,
off.
here's the point. The point is the left wants it.
Mid-50s to mid-40s. And California has like 50 something too, 56.
Keep talking.
I recently discovered that I have gout on my feet.
What?
I don't know what to say.
You're eating too much fish?
Shellfish and red meat, and it's flaring up my gout.
Okay. How many do you think Texas has?
48.
You're nowhere near.
Really? 50.
No.
30?
30.
9?
8. What state do you think has the most?
California.
Correct. Next to that.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you look at smaller states, like what's next to Indiana?
Us?
No, the other way. The other way.
Ohio.
Ohio?
Michigan is up north.
No, Ohio. Ohio has 18. South Dakota has 20.
Sorry, we went to Chicago
Public Schools. Smaller states have a good amount of votes. And if you think about it, if Washington D.C. became a state, it would have at least 13 to 20.
They would have their own senators. That too. That's really important.
And in this election, not this election, but like the close ones, that would have made a big difference. Now, the problem that I have with the whole it becoming a state thing, it's just ironic that they care so much about Washington D.C. becoming a state, right? When you have two territories that could easily become states, and yet you don't care about those two. Talking about how people should have.
What would those be? The
Virgin Islands and Puerto Rico. So if you care about Americans getting their vote, if you really cared about it, why aren't those two territories in the conversation?
Yeah, Puerto Rico has more people than a bunch of states, I think.
That's what I'm saying. But it's to me, it's just fishy that all they care about is Washington, D.C. When Washington, D.C. was funded or put together purposely for it not to have votes because they wanted it to be bipartisan. That was the purpose. That's why it was land that was granted by the two states that are nearing. I don't remember which ones they are, but whatever. It was land that was given for the government, but it wasn't going to have any votes.
It's a little fishy. Huele como pescado.
Pescado. Encebollado. I don't know.
What?
I don't know.
Onioned.
Onion fish. That sounds great. Oh, isn't that what Mr. Rivera would say a lot? Pescado?
Bacalao.
Bacalao. That's what he would say, bacalao. I don't know. It's odd that they want Washington, D.C. so bad.
It's not odd. It makes sense for them.
Yeah. Because if you really care, again, and I was watching, I don't know if it was Pelosi or one of the people from Washington, D.C. She was real big on, oh, no, we have no representation in Washington, D.C. We need to have representation. It's all Americans.
No. Do Puerto Rico first, because Puerto Rico has a bunch of people that don't get to vote or anything like that.
Exactly.
So but they're worried about people getting votes, there's a lot of people over there.
I know, and that's
in Washington, D.C.
And that's my point. That's why I'm saying there's something relatively iffy about this whole thing about Washington, D.C. because if you really cared about votes, you would want votes for every American. And last time I checked, Puerto Ricans are American.
People on the Virgin Islands.
The people on the Virgin Islands are American. They use American currency.
Turks and Caicos. No, I don't know.
But whatever. This world's going to shit, man.
Yeah, it is.
It's fucking nuts. Look at all the bullets that are being fired in Chicago right now. It's ridiculous. I don't even want to stop at red lights.
It's not happening by us.
What?
Where do you live? Inglewood?
Bro, they killed like 3 people around here.
Really?
Alvarez was shot down the street. Right? Then the guy in the Polish guy that died at the not the subway. Right there on like Austin and Addison or Austin and Belmont.
Oh shit.
He got shot there. There's a lot of bullets flying around everywhere, man. Every day I'm on Facebook or whatever. The first post is always some shooting. YouTube's the same way.
I gotta get me a piece.
Bro, it's ridiculous. I mean, that's not gonna do anything. What's that gonna do for you?
It's gonna help me.
You're not gonna shoot back when you're dead.
Suppressive fire? I don't know.
You're not gonna shoot back when you're dead.
I won't be dead.
How will you not be dead? How do you know how you're gonna react?
Like this.
Wow. No. Okay.
Like Jason Statham.
Everybody. Yeah. See, that's the thing. Movies are fake. I hate to break it to people. The people that like to think that, oh, why didn't they shoot him in the leg? Movies are fake. Liam Neeson is not real. I mean, he's real, but his characters are fake.
You know, real fake.
You know, it's all CGI and fake bullets. My point is, no one really knows how they're going to react to that.
I'm
right?
calm under pressure.
I don't give a fuck what you think you are. You're not calm.
Basic training for 2 months.
Hold on. No, I'm going to tell you why you're not.
Months.
I'm going to tell you why you're not.
Why?
Calm.
Don't even bring that car chase up.
Dude, not even the car chase. I got a better one. I got a better one. One day, a long time ago.
You better not be full of shit.
You
or
and
exaggerating.
You and I and your sister went to go play tennis one day. And we went to this park called Black Hawk Park, little park in the city of Chicago. Mm-hmm. And one day we're playing there. All of a sudden, shots ring out. And we're in a tennis court, which in Chicago, they're surrounded by nothing but fences. Mm-hmm. So I do the logical thing and I throw myself on the floor.
Yeah.
Because that's what you're supposed to do, right? And then I look up, and then out of the corner of my eye, I just see this dude and his sister, and they're just running around in a little circle.
Yeah,
like they're not even running like in a big circle. They're like literally like doing like chasing each other like they're playing duck duck goose.
You
and it's just doing
made
this
yourself
and doing this.
See. You made yourself a stationary target. We were moving targets. What's harder to hit?
A target that's on the floor.
No,
I'm not.
I
made myself
walk up to you and shoot you. Hey, did I get shot?
Surprisingly, no.
Did I get shot?
Did I get shot?
As big as I am, did I get shot?
Did I get shot? Dude, that's like the worst thing you could do. First of all, it's probably like a drive-by shooting, so nobody's walking up to the fence and walking into the gate. And be like, hey, hold on real quick. I'll be right there.
I don't know that.
Give me a second. Let me just park my car.
Some people really hate tennis and tennis players.
That was hilarious. I literally think I was laughing on the ground while bullets were flying over our heads.
Yeah.
Good times. Good times.
The fun of growing up in Chicago.
Can't even play tennis in this world. Not to mention the car chase, but, you know, I think we talked about that a few times.
What about the car chase?
You in your gangbanging days.
I mean, okay.
Dude, I remember that like it was yesterday, bro.
Yeah, me too. I'd like to forget it, but
I'm surprised you haven't forgot it since you broke your head off my windshield.
Yeah, I didn't even get cut or anything.
I'm surprised because you shattered the shit out of my yet you still drive without a seatbelt on.
I'm a fucking Viking. I don't need no fucking seatbelt.
Holy shit, bro! I really, really thought you were gonna fly out of my windshield.
Well, I mean, motherfucking taking a turn at 55 miles an hour.
Hey, I was trying to stay alive, bro. I don't know what you was. Movies are fake, right?
Yeah.
Movies are fake. You can't make turns at 60 miles an hour, especially a 90-degree right turn.
Yeah,
you
Fast
can't do that.
Furious.
Hey, I thought I was Vin Diesel
with the semi-trailer taking a turn at 75 miles an hour.
Holy shit, those were good times. Times I would like to forget sometimes, but I don't know, man. This world's going crazy, man.
We're alive. That's all that matters.
Yeah, that's true. We'll see how long after this show goes on. See if like somebody's gonna put a target on me one day. Oh, I lost a friend on Facebook because of that. I don't know if you saw that.
Because of your Fast and Furious hate?
No. I posted pictures of the stabbing thing. Right? And I was like, I think I posted like, if you don't see the danger in this particular situation, then you're part of the problem. And I had a friend commented on it and said, oh, thanks for letting me know. I will unfriend you now. And I'm like, okay, so you're part of the problem, because the mere fact that me and you disagree on something means you're going to stop being my friend. You're part of the problem.
Yeah. It wasn't like that.
I told her, have a good day. Good day to you, ma'am. That's what I told her.
Good day to you, ma'am. Nice. You made her feel old too at the same time.
And bro, that's such a stupid thing, bro. Like, how do you unfriend someone because they think differently?
I don't know.
That's so stupid. Do we do that for anything else? John, do you like Hondas? Because I like Hondas. You don't like Hondas? Fuck you. Get out of my house.
Fuck Hondas.
Get the fuck out of my house. Wait. Get the out of my house.
I like that. That sounds cool.
I'm trying to get monetized one day.
Oh yeah, then we're gonna
be head up. Dude, I could do this all day. All right, I'm done.
Oh, that was fast.
That's what she said. Never. I'm kidding.
Liar.
I don't know. This world's going crazy, but hopefully we come out on the brighter end of this one day.
That's the thing. I don't see it brighter, and they see it getting worse.
Yeah, I know.
But,
I guess we'll see what happens. You got anything else, John? I ran out of stuff on my list. Anything you want to add before we go? We need guests. Anybody who listens to this, if you want to be a guest on this show, please let us know. We will accommodate you and give you Dasani water.
Well, that's all our budget can afford. Dasani, no Fiji.
Maybe some Target brand chocolate covered almonds or something. Maybe that.
Target
Target bread.
Aldi.
Oh yeah.
Aldi.
My bad. Target's a little bit
It's too steep for my blood.
Man. You're good, John?
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's gonna be our very short or long episode for today. Very boring one. Everything we said is in our opinion, and if you don't agree with it, I got 3 words for you. Thanks for listening.